Hey, what's up, YouTubers, and welcome back to my channel. So, today I'm bringing you guys some Bitcoin news, letting you know what's been going on in the Bitcoin community, the cryptocurrency world. It's just been a lot. It's been a really interesting week. And we are going to start off by, we're not going to go here yet, but we are going to start with, you know, hackers steal $70 million dollars in Bitcoin. But before we continue, don't forget to press that like and subscribe button so you guys can stay updated with my investments. So, today, actually, last night, early this morning, I decided I wanted to try some mining again. Because, earlier this year, there was like this big mining craze, kind of sort of like we have the hype lending craze right now, lending platform craze. And then we had a lot of different we have a lot of different crazes that has been going on this year in the crypto space or whatever. And recently, like I said, it was one that had to do with mining, and I decided to just backtrack a little bit and go to some of the websites and just see if I wanted to invest some money into one of them, and Hashflare was one of them. So let's see what these guys have to say. So is it, let me make sure I'm okay. Not sorry. Hashflare was one of them, and Nice Hash was the other one. So in the process of me going over to the website early this morning, late last night, early this morning, Nice Hash was down for maintenance, and I was like, oh, because I had already created an account like in January. I created an account with Nice Hash, Genesis Mining, and Hashflare, and they were down for maintenance. And I'm used to the down for maintenance thing, so I just kind of ignored it and went to the next thing. I went over to Genesis Mining to see how they were going. And Genesis Mining, I don't care what people say, that has to be the worst mining site. Yeah, they pay people out, but it's one of those situations where you pacify half of the community and you just screw over the other half, where even though these guys are paying out, if you go to their Twitter account, like if you go to Genesis Mining Twitter, you will see so many complaints. All you see is just complaints, 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 complaints about people missing payments, about people not getting paid, just missing months of, all kinds of shit. And Genesis Mining basically ignores it. What they do is they kind of run over it, and they offer you contracts that cost $2,000, $3,000, and then tell you that your contract and nothing, it won't be available or it won't start until like February, March, or April. But they want you to pay for it now. They want you to give them your Bitcoin right now, so they can kind of fuck up and pay people out that they owe. And it doesn't even seem like they're doing that. So, like I said, I don't want to get off track. So I'm over here at Nice Hash. I get up this morning and I seen some news up in my feed about Nice Hash. So apparently, Nice Hash has been hacked, another hack, and we'll get into that. So let's read this. So in a theft on the cryptocurrency mining service Nice Hash, hackers made off with nearly $70 million worth of Bitcoin. NiceHash announced a security breach on its Facebook page Wednesday afternoon, saying it is investigating the incident and stopping operations for 24 hours. NiceHash also recommended that users change their online passwords as a precaution, though they added the full scope of what happened is not yet known. NiceHash said it is working to determine the exact amount of Bitcoin that was stolen. However, the Wall Street Journal reported that Andre P. Scarborough, head of marketing at NiceHash, confirmed to the outlet that approximately 4,700 Bitcoin, worth about 70 million, was missing from NiceHash's Bitcoin wallet. So basically, they put all their eggs in one basket. So Scraba also told the Journal that it was a professional attack, but would not give any more information. Nothing that developments would be released at a later date. I don't what they mean by that. So we are fully committed to restoring. NiceHash said its payment system was also compromised following the incident. So we are fully committed to restoring the NiceHash service with the highest security measures at the earliest opportunity. The cryptocurrency mining service said said in its post. So basically, these guys got hacked. That's a new thing now. That's not a new thing. it's becoming more, it's like more of a constant. It's happening more often than not. And apparently it was a professional attack. So this is how I feel about places like NiceHash and Genesis Mining. You ever notice when Bitcoin is rallying and it always starts to shoot up? You ever notice most of these platforms that are supposedly legal and legitimate, they always have payment issues or paying people issues? They always seem to run into these particular issues. Yet people continuously throw thousands of dollars in these programs and then complain when they're not paying out. To me, this is all risky. And I don't think anybody should complain about money that they're losing, because a lot of this stuff is, I believe that a lot of these hacks and DDoS attacks, these are scams. These are set up, because Bitcoin is untraceable. This was an inside job. It's Christmas time. Bitcoin has shot up to is on its way to $20,000. If you guys haven't seen it, let's go take a look at it. So Bitcoin right now, see, earlier when I looked at it, it was around 17,000. If I'm not mistaken, it was like, yeah, it was around 17,000. Right now, Bitcoin is sitting at 16,462. So this is an average. You have Ethereum sitting around 439, Bitcoin Cash around 1,300. And magically, when Bitcoin starts to rally and starts to move along with Ethereum, all of these companies, these major and these legal companies, have all these issues with paying people. And it's like nobody wants to actually pay attention or admit what's really going on. These people are, not only are they collecting the gains, people aren't even getting paid out the proper amount of Bitcoins or whatever they're supposed to be paid until weeks or months after the rally or the bull run. So, now all of a sudden people are having issues paying people out, and I do believe it was an inside job. So let's talk about one of my investments. And what I mean is something like Hexabot. Now, Hexabot was something that I promoted because it was something that I dealt with. But as of late, Hexabot, along with quite a few other programs, outside of just buying the token straight up and putting it into your hard wallet or your ledger, Hexabot basically left. They literally stole everybody's Bitcoin. And the guy, what made it so funny is he added snowflakes to the website and he put 11 Bitcoins. And he actually went over, let me see if I can go to um, let's see if I can go to see about Hexabot. This guy even made a post about, did I leave out of there Hexabot trading? An official announcement. Okay, this is the guy, Peter Shepard, the guy who ran Hexabot. Now, this is what he says. Peter Shepard came out today to make a public announcement about what happened with Hexabot. On our unofficial Telegram supergroup. This article will highlight the facts leading up to Hexabot going offline indefinitely and answer everyone's concerns on whether or not Hexabot did one of the most brilliant exit scams in history of heights. So Hexabot support, I'm really sorry for that. Bitcoin Core didn't restore, and wallet data files is just broken with over 3K Bitcoin. If I'm able to solve this guy, is this Peter or Jerry? I hope this can be fixed. I really do want to believe in this program. Yeah, Litecoin and Dash are fine. Peter, I'm a developer. Bitcoin Core is the problem. Well, it really is the Hexapod support account. I confirmed it. Wallet.dat is just broken. Peter came into chat and said he was going to fix it. Site is down right now. Everyone chill out. No good news yet. Now, see, this is my problem with people. Like, just because Peter came in and said he was going to fix it doesn't mean he's going to fix it, because that's what happened with Laser. Laser online right now. I'm going to get into that after I finish this. Everyone chill out. No good news yet. Then Hexapod supports. Someone HTTP flooded the withdrawal URL from different accounts and caused lots of double spends and double transactions. I can't promise anything about the wallet.dat I've been stressing. I don't want them to do the same with Litecoin and Dash. So basically, that's his way of saying, I'm stopping you guys from withdrawing too. So I'm going to take the site down. You guys are going to keep your money in there, but I'm going to take it down for now. And I promise you, we'll be back in a couple days and you can withdraw your stuff. Like, that's like a familiar trend when it comes to these kind of programs. So Peter, don't let the haters get under your skin. Many of us believe in you, bro. You've got some tough shit to handle, but we all hope and have faith you'll get it sorted. Good luck, mate. There's hope, people. And then it says, wallet.dat is just broken. I do believe you because Bitcoin sent me four same amount transactions at the same time, even though I didn't doing this. Only I did request one translation instead of four. Damn. So no matter what happens to people, people are just woefully dense and they just want to believe in stuff. Even though this guy is staying hidden, he's not letting you know who he is, he's not letting you know anything about him. You believe in him and you are going to hand him your money. Like, people are unbelievable. But I mean, this is everyone's choice. So shortly after Hexabot's swing trade paid out on Monday, December 4th, which is what most people were in, Hexabot became a target of a layer 7 distribution denial of service (HTTP) flood attack. The hack caused Bitcoins to become stolen, both intentionally and accidentally, from Hexabot wallets, triggered a glitch where all users received 6 to 11 free Bitcoins in their wallet, in their withdrawal wallet, and eventually forced the site and its community chat to be taken offline indefinitely. At first, Peter and the user community had no idea Hexabot was hacked. Users first complained about Bitcoin withdrawals not working properly, and Peter thought it was a server or software glitch. He attempted to pause the site and reboot Bitcoin Core. Like, that is some straight up bullshit. Like, even if you have all this going on, this is like, it's, to me, these things are set up like this because you put snowflakes in, you added extra stuff. I mean, come on, that's what they do. But the withdrawal request kept coming in even after rebooting the system. It's been 5 seconds since it's online again, and over 100 people are trying to withdraw, said Peter in the community chat. So because people were trying to withdraw, he cut it out. These programs cut you off when you try to withdraw too much. Peter most likely soon realized that Hexabot was a target of an intentional DDoS HTTP flood attack. In layman's terms, someone attempted to hack Hexabot by flooding the Bitcoin withdrawal URL with multiple simultaneous requests from multiple accounts that caused Hexabot to pay out double, triple, or even quadruple transactions to the withdrawer when it was only supposed to pay out the amount once. Replicated transactions were confirmed by multiple credible members of the unofficial Hexabot community. So, Dream USA, a Hexabot user who's also an experienced program, commented, "It's overloaded with the daemon. I'm positive that it actually did happen. The website sent me double my withdrawal in 2 different transactions, but didn't register the transaction on the website database. His code wasn't good at error conditioning." He was paid to say this. Hexabot sent me 4 of the same amount of transactions at the same time, even though I didn't request this. I only requested 1 transaction instead of 4. So while the unknown hacker was most likely able to run off with an unknown amount of Bitcoins, most Hexabot's Bitcoin wallets remain safe and untouched thanks to the quick reaction from Peter to pull the plug and disable Bitcoin withdrawals. While non-Bitcoins were not affected by the hack, Peter also disabled withdrawals for Litecoin and Dash as a preventive measure. "I didn't want them to do the same with Litecoin and Dash," said Peter. "Now, when users try to withdraw, they will see a red pop-up that says error. You don't have any active deposits." To complete matters, existing users began to see a glitch where they had magically received over 11 Bitcoins in their withdrawal wallets. New users were reporting 6 Bitcoins. Of course, these coins cannot be withdrawn. This glitch is most likely resulted from a broken, corrupted wallet database. The aftermath: FUD, faith, and reason. As the dust settled in hours and days after the site stopped working, FUD and conspiracy theories spread like the plague among Hexabot users. Some even contemplated suicide or how it was the end of the world. The unofficial Hexabot community ballooned to over 1,200 members as Hexabot users from across the globe demanded answers and their crypto funds back, or simply wanted a place to cry their tears of sadness. That's so messy. Many users viciously attacked Peter Shepard for being a brilliant exit scam artist, and that he is, and called for his immediate persecution. Some rallied to collect funds, to start a class action lawsuit. Some even called for individuals in the dark web to dox and or cause physical harm to Peter Shepard and his affiliates. So we're going to stop right there. I'm not going to read too much of it anymore. I'm going to continue with my other stuff. So basically, what this guy did is he left. He took the money, he took the site offline, he left everybody, glitched everybody 6 to 11 Bitcoin, and he kept it moving. He came up with an excuse. And it's the same thing with Laser Online. So if you go to Laser Online right now, Laser Online, it's such a gag. This is what Laser Online sends you to. When I tell you these guys are playing in our face, they're literally playing in your face. If you're dealing with these hype programs, this is what I have to say. It is really risky. It's unhealthy, because it just does something to people, and it's not really good, especially if you don't really have the money. I mean, we all want to hit it big and be rich, but I mean, it is what it is. These guys they're not too brilliant, they're not too intelligent. I mean, it's easy to create a hype program, it's easy to get people to invest. All you have to do is get a major YouTuber attached to it, and the YouTubers, they don't really do their due diligence. They really don't research the platforms. They really don't look into what's going on with a lot of these programs. So what happens is a lot of people who follow these YouTubers, they get extremely caught up and they lose a lot of money. So I thought this is like the icing on the cake is how Laser Online, they basically did the same thing. They attacked and banned and seized anyone who said anything about the site. You couldn't even ask them a question. They were some of the nastiest, disrespectful people you could have ever come across. But they want you to invest your money into them. Um, Another thing is, I think it was Credence Coin. Do you know Credence Coin? Let's see. You look up Credence Coin scam. This is all happening. This all actually happened this week. Credence Coin actually dumped their coins on Mercatox. The coin was like $4 or $5. So one of the main developers of Credence Coin went right in and decided to dump 2 million coins. And basically, then all of a sudden, that the people who were behind Credence Coins, they were supposed to launch their website. They didn't launch the website. The coins were dumped. Bitcoin was collected, and apparently the people who were in charge, apparently got the Bitcoins and got the Credence coins back, but they also told people to, move out of their positions and basically sell the coin because it was shit. It literally went from like $4 or $5 to like 20 cents in a matter of, I would say, less than an hour. It literally just fell like half an hour. Yeah, I'm just being nice when it comes to that. And, that was kind of interesting. So people believed in Credence Coin, gave Credence Coin their money. Credence Coin didn't even have an official website, but people were throwing hundreds, if not thousands of dollars into Credence Coin. They didn't care. Now, all of a sudden, that Credence Coin has bailed, and basically that left everyone with a bunch of bags holding bags of shit coins. People want to complain. I mean, you guys donated money to a landing page, with with an address, and now you're complaining because you didn't do your own research. To me, that's part of dealing with hypes. You can't cry over spilled milk. And the same thing with Hexabot. I was invested in Hexabot, but I'm just going to be completely honest. I pull my money out the second week. I don't even play that shit at all. Like when it comes to these hype lending platforms, I have friends and I know people that are extremely greedy, and they will leave their stuff in here forever. And that's just what it is. I've gotten people into stuff like this, and they love it. You know what I'm saying? They'll lose money, but they'll still put more money into it. I mean, when you have the money to lose, it doesn't really affect you. But when you are working with a limited amount of money, that affects you more than you realize it. So me personally, I put my money out of Hexabot maybe the second week, and the few referrals, I reinvested them and then pulled that out. And I even had money stuck in between Hexabot and, my Exodus wallet. But I already knew what Hexabot was given and everything. Once I saw the website, that's actually a mobile app. The way his template was for a mobile application, and it was like $8 or $9. And I figured that out when I first looked at Hexabot. And someone had mentioned that his template was like $8 or something. It was like a mobile template. And once I looked it up, found it was cheap, something he can grab for a couple bucks, not even just a few bucks. I was like, okay, this guy is not going to be around long. But also, when he started talking in the community chat, just the fact that his name was Peter Shepard, I was like, okay, those are just red flags. So you pull all your money out as soon as possible. That's why in a lot of my previous videos, I talk about pulling your capital out first and then play with the house money and play with everything else after the fact. Don't listen to what people say. Don't listen to what YouTubers say. Don't listen to what no one else says. What you need to do is listen to yourself and pull your initial investment out first. And then you can play the game after that, even when it comes to tokens or coins or anything. Um, yeah, so what are we up to next? Because I've talked about a lot. So we've talked about Credence Coin, we've talked about Hexabot, and what else? Let's talk about this bullshit called Crypto Kitties. Man, this is crazy. So these kittens, it's like a online game that was built on the Ethereum blockchain. It's kind of like Pokemon or Beanie Babies online, where these guys are actually selling for shitloads of money. I mean, these little digital virtual cats are selling for tons of money, and it's literally jammed up the Ethereum blockchain, meaning even though there's lots of money being transacted through this right now, people can't make regular basic trades because of a game. So that, brings into mind Ethereum. So now we know Ethereum can't handle a game. This is what happens. So the lovable digital kittens are clogging Ethereum's blockchain. It's been 4 days, 4 days, and Ether Delta is literally down. You can go on Ether Delta, but you can't make any transactions. Like this particular what is this called? This hold on. This right here, this contract, this smart contract has literally just basically destroyed Ether Delta. For the past 4 days, you are unable to buy, sell, trade. You are unable to do anything on Ether Delta. Everything on Ether Delta has crashed. So here's Binarycoin right now. And Binarycoin was at 36 bucks. Then it went down. And Ether Delta has crashed so hard. Let's see how much Binarycoin now. If you was to go in to buy some Binarycoin now, if you go into to their website, Binarycoin is sitting at around $10.75. Same thing with salt. But if you go in here and you look at how much Binarycoin has crashed down to, because it was only on Ether Delta for the moment, because Binarycoin, they don't really 76 cents. That just made me sick right now. 76 cents. Wow. That's only like, I think I paid 75 cents or whatever is after 45 or 65 cents or whatever for them. So this is right back damn near at what I brought it at. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, as soon as this opens up, I am going to go in here and buy a shitload of these. I'm just going to, if I can buy all of these, I will. You know why? Because when they open up their internal exchange, yes, Binary is a hype program, but I'm already invested in it. So I have coins here. I have coins on the exchange. I mean, on their site, because I don't know what's going on with them right now. But if I was to buy some of these coins at 78 cents, when these coins finally are loaned out and fixed and everything is going on, I mean, that's massive profits. Even if it goes up to $5, it's still crazy gains. And that's the way I'm looking at it. I'm willing to take that risk right there. But as far as other new lending hype programs, I'm not really too fond of them. I really have to be interested. So yeah, so you can't really currently trade on Ether Delta at all. You can't buy anything, any type of transactions you make with MetaMask automatically go into the failed. Let's see if I can log in for you. Okay, so yeah, I logged in. So as you can see, it's gotten so bad. Every single transaction I've been trying to make for the past, maybe you because I actually logged out because it got me so mad. Okay, yeah, it's literally been since the fourth, all the transactions except I tried to send some Ethereum. That actually hit just to test it out because I pulled a lot of my stuff out of here right before this happened. And it's been pretty much down since then. Every single transaction, even if you was to go and buy even if you was to go and try to up your gas limit, it just fails. And when shit hits the fan, all of these people buying it, Ether Delta, I think I've been saying Binance. I didn't mean Binance. It's just been on my mind a lot. If I have been saying it and I didn't catch it, you have to excuse me. But I meant to say Ether Delta. So Ether Delta is, if you've noticed, like there are none of the people that run these platforms, they're nowhere to be found. So if you go on Ether Delta and you go onto their Twitter, you know what Ether Delta is doing? They're constantly adding tokens and coins. They're 100% ignoring the investors. They're not paying, like these geeks, these nerds, these people sitting behind. They have no customer service and no people skills, no communications. These are people who sit behind their computers all day long, spamming World of Warcraft and all these other, what is the other thing that they had with the little pixels? The game, Minecraft shit. And these are people who sit behind and they don't have any kind of people skills. That's why when these sites and these platforms go down or after they collect your money, there is no communication. That's why I call it it's an unhealthy situation going on in the crypto space. So yeah, these adorable kittens have completely destroyed the Ethereum blockchain right now. So all of the transactions are taking forever. We'll get over to you guys in a minute. And let's see. Let's get up into this. So let's read a little bit. Can crypto app be too easy and fun? Can a crypto app be too easy and fun? That might be the case on Ethereum, where one project is proving so popular that it's putting pressure on the network's technology. Best thought of as a decentralized Tamagotchi, CryptoKitties appears to be striking a nerve with new users, making Ethereum fun and accessible to those who aren't in the tech and nerd domain. Already, the app, which uses Ethereum's blockchain to create a public shared history of cryptographically unique, not to mention cute and cuddly fluff balls, is Ethereum's most popular, with users having spent at least 3 million total on breeding, buying, and selling the in-game items, up from 1 million just yesterday. And currently, the average cat is trading for $100 in Ether. But the application is clogging the Ethereum network, putting transactions in a long time limbo. So what he means is all the transaction fees and everything, it's just, oh man, when stuff like this happen, that means it costs a lot to transfer your funds. And it's the same thing with Bitcoin. And that's why when I tell people to buy Bitcoin, look at Bitcoin as a stock, because everything that Bitcoin is doing right now goes against what it was created for. Because when you're dealing in cryptocurrencies, you pay more fees than you would ever pay in a bank in 10 or 20 years, because you literally pay a transaction to buy, you pay a fee to buy, you pay a fee to sell, you pay a fee to transact, you literally pay a fee for every single thing you do. The third party, the part that we're trying to ixnay, those people are making so much money, it's hand over fist, it's stupid. So not only are these people making third party money by the interaction and the trading and the money that they're getting from the miners and everything, these guys are also, creating these other platforms and these ICOs. Because ICOs are so easy to create, everybody's doing it now. Like everything is flooded. Like you don't even know what's going on anymore with these companies, because everybody's creating an ICO and everybody's creating a hype program. So basically, in short, in its short lifespan, CryptoKitties has grown to make up 20% of all Ethereum's computations, a number that seems to still be growing. While it's certainly not the sole culprit behind Ethereum's lagging transaction, as Ethereum developer Nick Johnson pointed out, it is one. And at very least, it's where people are placing the blame for exposing Ethereum's limits. You know, as much as I want to say, it did expose Ethereum limits because it proves that Ethereum can't scale. This time last year, we basically were having the same problem. Ethereum had millions of dollars in Ethereum stolen from them, and it happened all the way through March. I mean, Ethereum was getting just attacked left and right, and now we're going through the same thing all over again. It's this place, this crypto space is crazy. So yeah, Crypto Kitties is clogging up the network, so not too many ETH transactions are going through. And if you are using MetaMask or Ether Delta, you may have to wait a while. So let's move over to Crypto Exchanger. This is one of the hype platforms that I joined into. And what happened is these guys they basically played on the fact that lending platforms, the hype lending platforms, were really popular. So they decided to become a hype lending platform with an exchange, or an exchange with a lending platform. So right here at their last round, these guys decide to just exclude the lending platform. They kind of baited people in. So what's going on right now is not only is their ICO still going on, they're sending people all kinds of email telling them there is still over 500,000 with 500,000 tokens left. So they're not selling anything because they basically shit it in people's face. They don't. I'm sorry for all the cursing that I did in this. This has been an interesting week. So they basically screwed everybody over. But right now, as you see, because Bitcoin is surging so hard, the coins are $3.20. I bought the coins at like 95 cents or whatever. I bought 50 of them because it was the minimum. And I'm glad I only brought the minimum. This is not an ERC20 token, so you can't send it to your wallet and sell it. You have to wait till these guys release it or go into an exchange. So the final sell was with 10% bonus. Now see, at first, these guys were selling out. They're not anymore. So I have made over $100. I made $110. Well, $115 off of a $45 investment. So because I'm not really interested in the exchanger part, I'm going to be selling off as soon as I'm able to get out of this. I'm not really, like I said, I'm not interested. I don't want to hold the tokens for future airdrops. I'm not feeling it because, like I said, it's a hype program. These guys may want you to hold the token so they can dump, just like Credence coin just did. The people held it, they went on the exchange, they still dumped and bailed, and then told people they don't know what they're going to do with the project. It was like a basic setup. It's kind of because I think they realize that people are so naive and they want to get rich so quick. These guys behind the scene are getting richer by collecting all our Bitcoin. And when it comes to forks, these guys collect money off these forks as well. So like I said, right now, the current value of those 50 tokens is $160. And that's cool. It's free money. Once I get my initial deposit out, I'm good. This is one of those things, it is what it is. Now we're going to move over to Bitserial. So the last time I talked about Bitserial was around $4.60 something cents, and it went as high as maybe $8.50, close to $9. So now it's going back down. It went down a little bit, and I pulled my initial deposit out and also a few $100s extra. I cashed out a couple of days ago, but I also have money still left in Bitserial. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to log in right now. Okay, so that was easy. So I guess apparently it stayed logged in. So due to the current overwhelming congestion on the Ethereum network, deposits and withdrawals are experiencing extended delays. We have temporarily disabled the ETH and ERC20 wallet withdrawals. So because these guys weren't really updating the community really at all, these guys weren't even sending you a daily, just nothing. Now, when it was time to collect their money, oh yeah, it was every day. They were showing you how much they were doing. But now that everything is collected and they need to live up to their promise, they're trying to find any and every way to do what they're going to do. So what's going on right now is, as you can see, I have $11 in my account, $12. I was taking money out. And I also wanted to test to see what happens if you was to come over here and buy Bitserial. So what happens is that you actually can buy Bitserial. That shouldn't be $7.42 either. You can actually buy Bitserial okay, so when you buy Bitserial, right? Because I wanted to know what happens if I was to buy Bitserial. So if I was to go in and buy Bitserial now, I would probably have 55 Bitserial golds because they give them to you actually as you buy them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and buy them because I'm trying to get 100, but I'm not sure if I should transfer the ones I have on Coin Exchange over here because they've disabled the withdrawals and deposits and stuff. And I'm not even sure if they're, even if it was open, I'm not sure if they're going to give me a Bitserial gold for each BTE that I actually put in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I am going to, let's see, I'm going to buy two of these things. So right now I have 53.9 Bitcoin gold. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to exchange this. This little 1197 to show you guys. So I get 1.6 Bitcoin, I mean BTEs. So I'm going to submit that. And I'm going to get this code real fast. Okay, so okay, let me see. So I'm going to put the code in here and I'm going to see how much it gives me. Come on. Let's see if it works properly. Okay, so it has given me 1.6 BTE. So let's go over. So remember I have 53.9. So let's go over and see if it actually added a Bitserial gold to there. There we go. So now I have 55.5 Bitcoin gold. So basically, I think, excuse me, if you were to transfer some BTE here and put it in a loan, I think you will get, if I'm not mistaken, you will get the equivalent in Bitserial gold, which is $20 per Bitserial gold. So at $55 and 20, let me add that up right now. So I'm sorry, I'm using my phone, so I didn't feel like bringing it up. It was just easier because it was sitting in my face. 55 time. So it's an $1,100 loan. So I basically have a free $1,100 loan. Then I have a $244 loan sitting in there. Then I have money that these guys owe me. So I mean, if this is something you guys want to join me in on, I don't mind having you guys part of my team. It would just be an interesting venture just to see where this goes. Right now, this is all house money that I'm dealing with right now. All of my investment has been pulled out. So that's where I'm at with this right now. Um, is there anything else? So yeah, what else do I have going on over here? Binarycoin. So Binarycoin, as well as the other ones, as you can see, crypto kitties everywhere. So Binarycoin, as you can see, these guys haven't made an update at all. And I'm not really surprised because, I mean, it is what it is when you're dealing with hype lending and hype programs. So let's go over to their Facebook page and see if these guys have made an update or anything to see what's going on. So, yeah, the internet is kind of slow. So December 4th upgrade, yeah, they're still talking about double factor authentications and all this other stuff, and just giving you all kinds of reasons on why they haven't, fixed their system. Because the last time I was on here, Binarycoin's website was down, and it was down for maintenance, and it was down for them to upgrade, add their lending platform, and do all the good stuff. When it came back, none of that stuff was implemented. I mean, it literally was just on some bullshit. So yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. I mean, I have a few other things I wanted to go over, but I've let this video run for quite a long time. And there are a few other investments I need to check on. If you guys, let's see, Pecunio, these guys have an ongoing ICO that's forever. Salt, Ether eCash, I'm not really interested in. Storm Token, I mean, I can do a video on that as well. So yeah, so that's basically it with me today and Bitcoin. with my news for today and my updates, just letting you guys know what's going on. This has been a really interesting week. Like I said, you have a lot of tokens and a lot of these hype programs and people doing exit scams and disappearing with people's money. And, like I said, this is a situation where I'm not your financial advisor, but what I am going to say is, you know, when you're coming into the crypto space, one of the things that you need to understand is that all of it is risky. It doesn't matter if it's a hype platform or just regular cryptocurrencies, and everything that they say about banks and what banks do, literally throw that out of the window, because that's just like a bait to get you into the crypto space, because none of those things are technically true about banks and how much better currency is, because cryptocurrency isn't better than banks. I mean, we can sit and argue back and forth all we want about, well, put your money in a bank and let it sit for a year. Bullshit. I can put my money in the bank and let it sit for a year and take it in and out of the bank and don't have to pay a crazy ass fee every time I make a transaction or go out to the store. Every time I make a Bitcoin transaction or any other transaction, whether it's buying something online or buying something at a store, I have to pay a fee on top of what I'm paying for the product. That's not always, the case when it comes to money. Sometimes you have your regular money and then you pay your taxes. Okay, fine. But not only do I have to pay to buy the Bitcoin, I have to pay to use the Bitcoin, you know, and is it really worth the trade off? I mean, to some people it is, but I find it easier. A lot of times I've been finding it a lot easier to just use regular money, because the crypto space is just not where it should be. Everything is moving up so fast, and a lot of these companies and a lot of this tech cannot handle the influx of people, the influx of traffic. The systems are just congested. Bitcoin, just a few weeks ago, is controlled by miners. Miners control Bitcoin. So if you was to decide to buy Bitcoin today or tomorrow and the miners decided not to mine Bitcoin, your money is just literally sitting there stuck. And to prove it, if you go back a couple weeks, the miners during the fork, the guys, they stopped mining Bitcoin and started mining Bitcoin Cash. This is a controlled environment. This is a controlled, manipulated environment. Everything that people say isn't going to happen, it is happening. And it's happening in our face. But because we've become so numb to people ripping us off and we don't really see the value of Bitcoin yet or Ethereum in these tokens, it's just become a basic bullshit bait and switch game, and everybody's stealing everybody's money. You have all these lending platforms literally coming out the last 2 weeks of October and the first 2 weeks of November, just to tell you how they have these amazing platforms, but they're not going to start lending, and nothing's going to be fixed to March or April, which means give them your Bitcoin. You lose all your gains and all your value, and then you have to wait till February or March or April to actually see some type of gains or any kind of profit or anything back. So you basically lose out. So it's like these guys are in here collecting Bitcoins and stealing before the holidays. And that's just kind of sort of how I feel. It's just my opinion. I know, like I said, I know this was long and everything, but yeah, it was just my opinion. So yeah, I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. Hopefully you enjoyed my little rant and me going over a few things in my weekly, I guess, call this an expression video. Make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned. I'm going to do another video and show you all the lending platforms. And then we're going to go into some other stuff about when they were registered, how long they're registered for, and the different types. So until the next time, you guys stay connected and stay safe with your investments. And I'll talk to you later.